gang, and welcome to Table Talk, the only show where we talk about your topics and questions via the hashtag Table Talk and the Reddit /r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Joe Beretta.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
You're just Mr. Points.
Mr. Pointy Pants.
You belong on a poster.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at DollarShaveClub.com. It's the great monthly subscription site that allows you to buy a monthly pack of razors every month for super, super cheap. I use it myself. I know, like, I was spending like $38 a month on like the Gillette Fusion razors and not getting much out of it and like growing out a beard because I didn't want to pay to shave.
We are all in different stages of Dollar
Shave Club. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get the 4-blade razor. It costs me like $7 a month, and they're super great razors. You can also get the Dr. Carver's shave butter. Keep your face nice and buttery the way it was meant to be. Mr. Steve Zaragoza also put me on to the One Wipe Charlie's.
Damn right.
Peppermint infused little towelettes for your bottom, and my butthole has never smiled wider.
And also, your hand smells like peppermint once you're done.
No, Steve, you're supposed to wash your hands after.
Yep.
Well, not with One Wipe Charlie's.
No, you should still.
It washes your hand for
No,
you.
because there's poo particles, and you don't
but it's
want-
also like a disinfectant on there.
I don't know if it's also disinfectant.
DollarShaveClub.com.
So you can go to DollarShaveClub.com/SFNerd to buy your wonderful new razors. They're great people. They're supporting this show, and you love this show, don't you? I hope
Come
you do.
on,
It's
no
okay.
lies.
I'm never gonna let you hold my child ever again.
That's gotta stay in.
We're all covered in poop, Phil.
Yeah.
Head to toe. Falana Beth Dunzith says, I have leprechaunophobia, which is a phobia where you are afraid of leprechauns. Do you have any weird phobias?
You think that's a legit? It's probably legit, right?
It's probably legit.
It's a legit.
Do you think it was something like she's afraid of like magic and gold, or probably just watched Leprechaun on accident?
Leprechaun as a child, or she's afraid of short people and magic and Ireland. So it's the combination.
And St. Patrick's Day.
And the color green.
Yeah.
Right, or, maybe she was watching a Lucky Charms commercial during a really traumatic time.
They're
like
magically delicious.
Her parents were having a fight, and there was a Lucky Charms commercial on, and
Yes.
she just connects those two.
Yeah.
Maybe she got bit by a dog while watching Leprechaun or
Maybe her dad is a weird leprechaun and turns into a leprechaun whenever there's a full moon, and is all like, yee.
Yeah, maybe she was in line like in school for like school lunch one day, and she was like gonna get the last burger because the school lunch burgers are really good on Wednesdays, and then some kid cut in front of her, and he had nothing to do with Lucky Charms, but she happened to have ate them that day, and Lucky Charms are connected to leprechauns, which
I have a phobia that I feel like I've talked about on the show before. I'm afraid of bugs, but not just like afraid of them. I fear that they just want to get inside me.
that's such
all
a
the
terrifying
time.
fear that I'm so glad that I don't have.
I just think on some level, all insects, they don't give a shit. They want to get inside
wanna
some
live in
place
you.
warm that's made of food, and that's what we are, okay? We are just a living food sack.
Have you seen
for
that
a bug?
that video online of them the doctors taking the cockroach out of the guy's ear?
Oh
yeah.
No,
Like
no.
living, not dead.
Oh.
Living
Yeah, I've
in
seen
there.
the GIF
God.
of it, and it's like a lot. Yeah. And there's one with a spider, too. You see the spider one?
The spider's cute. He's like,
It's just like hanging out in there. It's like,
Did you guys ever hear, like when you were young, the urban legend of like the guy who had a big afro and he didn't even realize a spider got inside of his afro and started eating away at his scalp, and laid eggs under his scalp. He was just having all these really bad headaches and he didn't know what they were, and then all of a sudden just spiders were born out of his fucking fro and just flooded his face. This was something
there's no way.
my 5th grade teacher told this to us like it was fact. Okay, Ms. Zimmer, if you're out there, that was screwed up to tell kids.
What was the lesson she was trying to teach you guys?
I think she was just trying to tell. There was a guy in class named Jamar, and he had like a big afro.
and she didn't like afros.
I don't know that she
wanted to
didn't
shave
like
it off.
afros. I don't know what the point of the story was, but I think it was in relation
She
to
just
his
straight
fro.
up stole it from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah, with the
Is
face
that-
one? Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like a
one of
face
them is
bump.
like a girl, she gets a pimple, and she's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what this pimple is, and it keeps growing and growing
Yeah.
and growing over weeks, then one day it bursts and baby spiders just off all that. And then there's this really cool art associated with it right here.
Oh, the art is so creepy.
Boom, look at that.
Yeah, and I guess they've changed it.
Should have warned you guys, we just showed you a picture of a girl with spiders crawling out of her face.
Yeah.
Our bad.
Well, it's not like it's a real photo.
No, but
a
it's really
drawing.
cool. God, the
Yeah.
art
You
of that-
wouldn't want it to be real spiders.
Oh, no way. Thaddeus. Not around here.
Not here, Thaddeus.
If you want the best face spiders, you should come down to our annex down on 4th and Main. A Spiders Emporium annex filled with the finest face spiders, foot spiders, and toe spiders.
We keep inviting Thaddeus to the poker game. All he does is self-promote
I
all
don't
the time.
know. And then I feel
All
like
the
there's
time.
spiders left
Hey, you
over
guys,
every time
I looked inside of each of your cars before this game, yeah, and I didn't see a single spider in there. So I just thought I'd slip you these little coupons for $5 off
we don't-
a
Listen,
hundy pack
I
of
mean, we're
spiders.
swimming in your spiders, man. We
Yeah,
don't need
Thaddeus,
any
I'm
more,
real
Thad.
sick of the spiders, to be honest, man.
My children need work. My children need work, and I think they do well inside your homes. You know, the finest thing that you can do if you're running out of food, you can cook up a mess of spiders, mash them together like a burger patty.
Nobody should do that.
Like a
one should
burger
never do
patty.
that.
It helps strengthen our race because the weak ones die out when you eat them.
Listen, also, before you go, my wife said thank you for the spider basket.
Oh,
She's actually
you're
going to
very
give it back,
welcome.
okay? So we don't have room for it.
Oh, that's all right. We don't have no refunds, no return
Honestly,
policy.
my son doesn't need this spider trapper keeper. But thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
for the
very
thought.
nice
It's
of
very
you.
nice
It's
of you,
very
Thaddeus.
Do you know how many spiders I killed to make that spider trapper keeper?
Yeah,
don't
it sounds
even
like you got
understand,
endless amounts of spiders,
5,000
Thaddeus.
spiders
No, how do you
turned
make
into a moldable plastic.
Doesn't like 5,000 spiders come out of one face? Isn't that what you're telling us, Thaddeus?
I'm insulted that you would even bring that up.
It just doesn't sound like it's that big of a deal.
Well, obviously you don't appreciate my contributions, so why don't I just go pack up my chariot and go on home?
You know what?
Chariot.
You came here in a Dodge.
In a Dodge chariot.
Dodge Stress. Speaking of spiders, though, I actually have a phobia of spiders. I don't like
Really?
them, yeah.
Okay.
They scare me.
Like even tiny ones? If they're
No,
in the
I
house, do you
think
freak out
I'm
and you need
better
somebody
now.
else to kill them?
I used to be that way. I'm better now.
do you freak out to the point with bugs that you need somebody else to get them?
No, I get them. I get them hard.
You better get them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I first moved into my apartment, I had a big cockroach problem.
It's the worst.
What do
Nothing
you
makes
do
feel
about that,
dirtier.
man? I hate it.
I kill the fuck out. Like, I'd be on the phone with someone. Like, my girlfriend and I, we hadn't even met yet. We were still, like, exchanging first phone calls. And, like, I was telling her some anecdote about my day. And then I was just like, no, fuck no. Get out of here! And she's like, what's happening? I'm like, hold on. And she could hear me muffled shouting in the background. Because, like, on some level, I know they can't understand me, but I'm like, I want to send a message to the hive. This is not your
Yeah,
land.
but how'd you get rid of the ones that were coming in?
Well,
like, you crushed the ones in
here's
your
the-
home, but how do you get rid of the rest of them?
I did tell this story before.
You did?
I did tell the story before. There were neighbors underneath me, and they were the source of the problem. So when they fumigated their apartment, they all went away.
Blah.
Yeah.
You guys ever heard of bot flies?
Oh! Cut! I gotta take my shirt off. No. No bot flies today, please.
From @Easy Street Rick. I like the name,
Nice.
Rick. You're on death row. What's your last
cool.
meal? Mine would be Komodo dragon steak with ostrich eggs.
What?
Sounds like
your
you're just
last
trying
meal?
something new, which would suck if you hated it.
Yeah. What if Komodo dragon steak is super dry and tough? Okay.
I want my last meal to be something that will evacuate my body immediately so that I make a big mess for the people
You just
cleaning
want to
it.
have a big death shit?
I just want to have a big old death shit.
I'd like some gunpowder and fire
I'd like 8 cigarettes
and some bullets.
and some bullets.
Yeah.
What would I would want, I would want lamb chops.
lamb.
I would want
Interesting.
lamb chops broiled with garlic salt.
Some aioli.
Some aioli on the side, or like some mint jelly would be nice. With a side of handmade pasta, tagliatelle, if you don't mind.
Handmade by whom?
Handmade by Ricardo Montalban's ghost. And it'll take so long to make that happen that I'll stay on death row forever.
There you
Which
go.
would just be miserable in its own right. I think we've answered this like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I think we may have.
Yeah, I think, but you're new, so it works.
Okay.
I'm just all up in my steak and potatoes. Just a big old one that like I shouldn't even finish. Like
Yeah.
it's just like
Like a
I
64-ounce
wanna win
porterhouse.
a fucking award before I die.
Wait, do
the
you
last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have an hour. I'm gonna finish that big ass steak. I'm gonna die in that T-shirt. It's like, I finished Big Rick's steak in less than an hour.
Wait a minute.
Survived that, but now I'm dead.
But even as full as you are, you're gonna finish it till it's done?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah. No, he doesn't want to die by the electric chair. He wants to take
Die
that
by steak.
Die by steak. You want to take the joy of killing you out of the hands of the state, and instead put it in the hands of the steak.
Enemy of the steak.
Oh,
That's a good. That's
steak of affairs.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like steak.
What about you, Steve?
I said it.
You said it?
I just want to eat one that's something that's gonna make a good death poop.
Oh yeah. So like, oh yeah.
But if I was trying to be
cigarettes
serious,
and fiber.
I would want Topper's pizza.
Toppers. What
You love Toppers.
What is
Toppers
what is
pizza.
Toppers?
Exactly.
It's a chain of pizza places that as so far I know is only in the
Toppers with a Z?
Oxnard, Ventura, Simi
Yeah,
Valley,
it's
Thousand Oaks area.
Zoppers.
No, it's
Toppers.
Toppers. Toppers. Owen knows. Owen's had Toppers, right?
He's giving the thumbs up behind the camera.
It's the best pizza. I have not had a better pizza. Even New York pizza wasn't as good as Toppers.
That sounds so strange. Have you ever had like Neapolitan style pizza?
Was it like chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry on it?
No, like mozza or Soto or like any of the places.
Oh,
where it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
or like
yeah.
800 degrees, where it's like an 800, 900 degree oven and they cook it for like 90 seconds.
Yeah.
That's so good. But have you ever had pizza on a bagel?
Oh my God, what?
You can have it any time.
You can have it anytime.
Wait, I've never heard of such a thing.
Oh man.
Like, are you talking about a normal size bagel?
No.
It's like a mini bagel.
Like little
Like
bagels.
bites?
Yeah, like bite size.
Yeah.
So they're like bagel bites?
You can have them in the morning.
You can have them in the
You can
evening.
have them at supper.
All right, Ben O'Sullivan 3 writes #Table Talk. What pet would you get if it could be anything? A mix of creatures, your own fantasy creatures, but it can't be a shape changer.
I want
So you-
Falcor.
You know what? There
I
you
think
go.
we talked about this.
Yep, you get Falcor because you're not only flying, it's cuddly, and you get wishes.
Yeah,
Unlimited wishes!
Wishes forever.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate
It's
thing.
the best pet
It's
ever.
a flying dragon that talks,
Yeah.
is smart and nice,
Yeah.
and awesome, and he gives you unlimited wishes, and he flies.
Everything.
It's like, who
you
wrote
can fly in a fantasy book land and then leave it, go into reality, and chase your bullies.
Yeah.
And then just make wishes after
Wishes
for the rest of
forever.
your
Wait a
life.
second.
Wishes forever.
It's the easiest question.
It is.
to
There's
answer.
no better answer than Falcor.
We're gonna get you guys! Yeah!
Okay, no. I would want Falcor crossed with. It says if it could be anything, I want Falcor crossed with like a refrigerator full of food.
You could just wish it though. You don't even have to
No,
do the
I
legwork.
don't want to have to actually get him to wish out a fridge. I want to be able to just be sitting on him and open a door and pull out a soda.
I'd be
and
like,
shove
okay,
it.
this is what I want. I want one day to be flying around on Falcor. We're like, we just got back from San Francisco. We had a blast.
Of course you did.
And I want to go like,
guys
Falcor,
just double teamed
we
the
just
chick
totally double
Is
teamed the chick
Falcor
together.
gay? Would
And
he
I'm,
be
well,
in the-
hold
in
on,
the-
I'm getting
okay,
there. I want to
okay,
be
in
like,
the cast
listen, Falcor, you know, like I love you. Like I think I love you. Like I'm falling in love with you because you're so amazing. Like I don't think I've loved
Like
anything.
you provide for me way more than my wife ever could.
Ever.
I would never say
Ever.
that to her, but
No.
like she can't fly.
Yeah,
She can't
and
grant me wishes.
You give me everything. Like
then what are you
like,
wishing?
Can I change you into like Jennifer Lawrence or something, and then you'll always be
Yes! He does have the creepy smile.
Wait, but then it's still he wouldn't turn into like regular size Jennifer Lawrence. He turned into giant wooden woolly or like wood the same giant
voice.
woolly.
Make love to me, Steven.
Whoa.
Oh man.
You'd crawl inside and inside would be a cave
And
of
live in
wonders.
there, yeah.
Be an apartment.
And inside there, I want a roach-free apartment.
Yeah. Rent controlled, please.
Yeah. Falcor, can I have a rent-controlled apartment, please?
There's got to be in Falcor lore, in the canon of Falcor, there's got to be a negative aspect about his existence that we just don't know about.
Maybe he
right?
has
Every
like,
time I grant a wish, my butthole gets 3 inches wider.
Doesn't affect me, Falcor.
Yeah,
Doesn't affect me, Falcor.
Yeah, just dump it. Dump it, bro. What if it's like every time he makes a wish, like he gets a little more cancer?
Still.
And he's.
But you can wish that cancer away.
That's true.
right?
You can wish it away.
I wonder if there's
But
rules.
it's wish-proof cancer.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's stage 4. It's stage 4.
I've got like a good 6 months. Where are we going next?
I'm so sad. I have a family that nobody lets me visit.
Remember when I told you about the unlimited wishes and I said if you made just one wish I'd probably get cancer and you did it anyway? Just saying,
I can't even do the laugh anymore. His life is so tragic.
There is. What if he has like that one scale that's gone like Smaug, and that's his weakness? Like someone could just shoot that scale and kill him.
Well, he's covered in like fur though, right? He doesn't have scales.
That's true too. So you just mean like a patch that
Yeah.
like he cut his body on, like, let's say the sofa when like looking for a ball underneath,
Yeah.
and he had to go to the vet and they had to shave that
Yeah,
little spot
yeah.
off so that they could operate on it.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking
And that's
about.
the one weak spot he has. So like if someone wanted to like end my like amazing life with my best friend and lover, they'd just have to shoot that spot.
And honestly, isn't that what you want in life? Really, is a best friend and a lover
Yeah, at
to
the same
share
time.
your life with,
I mean, if you can roll in like your favorite pet in that too, great.
and wishes.
Yep. You going for another one, big guy?
Yeah, one more, baby.
Get
How
another
about
one,
that?
big guy.
Bruska Valentine says, what is a show you would like to be rebooted on Netflix like Arrested Development, and why is it Firefly? Ha! They answered that question right. How about this? Pete and Pete.
Pete and Pete's a good one.
Pete and Pete's a great one.
Remember that
Shot
show?
in my hometown.
But
No way!
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
cool.
Yeah, in the marching band, the band room, they have the plaque from Nickelodeon from the episode where he's in the marching band
No
with the squids.
way!
That was our marching band.
That's
I
really
love that
cool.
show.
Yeah.
Do you now, if it's getting rebooted, do you want that to be recast, or is it Pete and Pete? When
I
they're
know, I
older?
just thought about
Yeah,
that.
now you got to think about it real hard,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Falcon!
Danny Tamborelli, you're 12 forever! Hey guys, thanks for watching Table Talk. That would have been such a good ending, but Matt and I have not thought of something yet.
No, don't worry about it. No one cares.
Yeah. Should I just end?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to thank the folks at Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this episode. You can go again to dollarshaveclub.com/sfnerd to get all your shaving needs. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Joe Beretta.
And I'm Steve Zaragoza. How about Freakazoid? I want that to come.
Freakazoid 1,000 times!
Yeah, right?
1,000 times!
Yeah, Freakazoid.
Yeah, that
Come
was
on, Joe. Get on the Freakazoid train.
Get on the Freakazoid train, Joe.
Come on, it's leaving, Joe.
Look at my floating head.